What is going on? Patriots football scouting back at it again with another video. Today we're doing the New England Patriots day 2 of the draft analysis. I know it says day 1 in the title, but we traded away our day 1 pick. So we are going to go ahead and get into it. So first we have Kyle Duggar. He is a Lenoir-Rhyne University safety. So, yeah. Some things I noticed is that he has a good awareness. He is pretty good in zone coverage. He's a little slow, so he's too slow for man, and he has good productivity. He had this season, he had 30 solo tackles, 43 overall tackles, 4.3 tackles per game. Another thing is that he has pretty good pursuit, I think. Sweet. So, next we are going to do Josh Uche. He is a defensive end from Michigan, or defensive end or edge rusher. So, let's get into it. Some things that I noticed in this film is that he stays on blocks. He stays on his block too long. And he doesn't have a lot of pressure on the QB, but he is disruptive to the run, and he's pretty good in man coverage because he's fast. He had 21 solo tackles, 52 overall tackles, and 7.5 sacks this season. Here are some of his highlights. He was also in the Senior Bowl, as you can tell by his jersey. So, yes. Next, we have Anfernee Jennings from Alabama. He is an outside linebacker. So, yeah, let's get into it. Some things I noticed on him is that he, like I said about Josh Uche, he just stays on the block a little long, but he is very good in man coverage, and he has pretty good awareness, and he is disruptive in the pocket. He has 45 solo tackles, 83 overall tackles, and 8 sacks. He's number 33 right there. Yep. As you can tell, like I said, he's disruptive in the pocket. It was a good play. Yeah. Overall, I think he was a pretty good pick because he replaced Kyle Van Noy, who was a key departure this year for us. And, yeah. Next, we're going to go into Devin Asiasi. I don't know how to say his last name. So, I apologize for saying it wrong. So, yeah. So, next, we're doing Devin Asias. Yeah. All right.
End in the class of 2016. What do we think of this?
Things I noticed about him is he's not very fast, but he throws some good blocks.
Trey,
One thing he does do though is he misses some necessary blocks that he could be getting but doesn't. He's also but he's pretty athletic, which is always a good thing.
He had a phenomenal game against USC with some big plays working down the field. You see the athleticism after the catch. He went to De La Salle High School up in the Bay Area, which is a powerhouse, one of the best high schools.
He's pretty good over the top,
country.
over the top passes and stuff like that.
Same high school
He had 44 receptions for 641 yards. He averages 14.6 yards a carry, and he has 4 touchdowns. This last season. So for our last draft pick for day 2 is Dalton Keene, tight end from Virginia Tech. I did have posted a video on him yesterday, so you can also go check that one out. But yeah, here are his highlights.
Up the perfect play against this defense. You're going to see Keene on the screen, but a great job by Boston College.
Some things I saw about him is he's good over the top, like Devin Asias is. Some things he does though is he just stands there sometimes looking for blocks, and he misses necessary blocks just like Devin. And he's kind of slow, but he's not afraid to block a big lineman. He can play as a receiver, and he has really good personality.
Hooker drops back. Backside pressure found his man.
He had 21 receptions for 240 yards. He averaged 11.4 yards a carry and 5 touchdowns. And I know what y'all are thinking. Didn't the Patriots draft 2 tight ends in a row? And yes, they did. But Bill Belichick loves a 2 tight end set, so I think this could actually be a pretty good thing for us. Having 2 tight ends, because that's what we like doing. So, yeah.
On 3rd and 5. Hooker has a man open. They left Keene all alone. That's the wrong guy to leave open. Keene on the loose and drilled at the 4-yard line. But
yeah, absolutely. Not only just because of taking care of their business right now, but the potential that this team has with so many young players. This is a Virginia Tech team that you look for a few years from now.
He also fights for extra yards. Like you can see on some of these plays, and he does not give up, and he keeps moving his feet.
Through a defender. Going to go quickly. Hooker keeps it to his tight end, Keene, who scores.
There he is. So yeah, there's some highlights of him. So, I graded all these picks, and I said for Kyle Duggar, I said I'd give him a C. He was not the best safety to take off the board yet. He went to a D2 school. I mean, not that means a lot, but I mean it does. But there could have been a much better player we could have picked there, honestly, for our first pick. For Josh Uche, I gave him a B-. He's a good D end. He needs some development. For Anthony Jennings, I gave him a B because he's a good replacement for Kyle Van Noy, and he should have gotten taken earlier in the draft. So I think that was a good pickup. I gave Devin Asias a B-. Overall, I think he's a good tight end, but I think Dalton Keene was better. Devin's stats were better, but Dalton Keene, I feel like overall on film, just looked a little bit better. And that's why I gave Dalton a better grade than Devin. So I will be doing day 3 after this video, so look out for that. And yeah, thank y'all for coming and watching. So y'all have a good day. Yeah.